Adjust my camera here. What's going on, people? I've been making videos as I've been tiptoeing around YouTube. I don't want to get me my last strike. Anyway, besides that, let me start making some videos. Check to see if you guys subscribe. You guys that think you're subscribed, because YouTube, they say they don't do it, they have a tendency to unsubscribe you. Yeah. Anyway, check on that. I gotta make a video on YouTube about YouTube one day. Anyway, got nothing to do with what's going on, but make sure you get yourself an AR. The way things are nowadays, this is 308. If you ain't seen the video, cheap scope. I ain't changed it up yet. Just bought a cheap scope just to shoot it and zero it. Eventually I'm gonna put some money on a real scope. Everything else is money. Cheap scope. It works, but you know, you still see that double image on cheap scopes. It's not precise. Anyway, keep that in case, you know, people decide, let's go break in your house. Actually, I don't. I use a shotgun. Again, that's nothing to do with this video I'm about to show you, but shotgun is best for a house because no over penetration. You ain't got to worry about, you know, my neighbor's not close to me. I don't live in an apartment, but still. 308 is going to go through my walls and their walls and probably the next door neighbor's walls and their neighbor's walls. So, shotgun for that, yeah. Anyway, today's topic is, porting. Or, you know, that's the new thing now. Everything has a, either chunk port on it or, well, I guess everything has a chunk port now, because I guess that's the thing. It's easy to do, I guess. And there's some cons and pros to everything. Let's see if I can go through it. Again, you know, I don't rehearse nothing, so if I don't enunciate something properly or say something not properly, I don't properly say Walter instead of, you know, I'd like to say Walter. Me, you know. Never been an English teacher. All right. So, other than a weighted barrel, you know, a bull barrel, something like that to bring that nose hop up or nose hop down or nose rise, reduced nose rise, recoil. First thing you want to do, I say in anything, polymer, and well, you got to check on your 20 1911s because they might be already dialed down to the latest guide rod spring. But most striker pistols, I'm sorry, I just hate to rehearse. Striker pistols, you got to just reduce the guide rod spring. Most of my guns are 13 pounds, 11 pounds. Say it all over. Say it every time I think about or talk about guide rod springs. It's 11 pound for shooting at the range, 13 pound to carry. I have no hiccups. Never had a problem with 11 pound. I just want that extra recoil just in case, you know. Anyway, so striker spring, first thing you want to do is reduce that guide rod spring. Trust me. Like people complain about the Walthers being too hoppity, you know, too much recoil. 13 pound. That gun is set. Now, me, again, going away from this video. Again, I just don't like that initial pull of the trigger, but the reset on the Walther is even a Caddick. The initial triggers are nice, but that's just that initial pull. I just hate it. I want to be right on the. I want my pistols like my ARs right on the firing. I can't even think of terminology right now. Sorry. I'm right there ready to fire. I don't want that initial pull. I don't want to take up. A little bit take up, so because again, I don't put my finger on the trigger as I'm firing. I don't put my finger on the trigger and kind of stage and everything like a 2-pound or 2-stage ready to fire. Anyway, guy recommend. Now next, everything's into porting now. What kind of port and yada 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 yada. Let's well, not actually porting. Well, here I'm just gonna run off with it. First up is compensation. Compensator. Nice. Good thing about compensator. Why did that guy write things feel so tight? Empty. Good thing about. Yeah, let me just. Walther. Man, I got my finger stuck in a Westbrook in the damn slide. Dumbass shit. It's that initial pull. This is better. This is the Overwatch. Initial pull. The more I can reduce that, the better off I am. It's safer to have that there, but I don't like it. But this is the Overwatch. Nice trigger. Not better than a DBT, but nice trigger. Pros of having a compensator. You can always go back to your gun, to a regular gun. Now, granted, this I have to go back and find the slide. This 4-inch frame. This 4-inch. Go back to find the frame. This 4-inch goes to. Cause I got it here. I'll show you in a minute what I did. Well, I'll actually show you. Let me clear this. Make sure. Oh, it needs another strike. Empty. Nothing in it. Nothing in the trigger. Okay. These are my mix and match guns. This is my 4.5. It went to this 4.5 frame. 4-inch slide went to this 4-inch full size frame. So that's what we got here. Now if I go back to just my 4-inch, I have to put it back on the slide. Of course, either stay with a color slide or try to match the color, which I'm never going to do, but I'm just saying that's the cons of a compensated gun. Pros of a compensated gun. I get it right. Cons of a compensated gun. Extra length. That's pretty much it. If you can deal with the extra length, that's it. It's the only thing I think of. I got to get this thing running again. Clearly I took the red dot off, put on something new. That's what I do. And this has been a safe gun lately. Shoots phenomenal on this. Parker Mountain machine, in case y'all want to know. Parker Mountain machine. 4-inch slide. 4.5-inch full size Walther frame. Alright. It's the only thing on the cons I can come up with. Did I have my full size? I don't know. I don't know which thing I put in there. I don't know which side magazine I put in. Anyway, rambling. One of my favorites. It's almost junk port, as they call it. But this is a Floyd Customs. You get a little bit on the side, a little bit in the front. Cons. I don't use iron sights. I mean, if I got my Glasses on, I can see them, but normally I don't have my glasses on at the range. So I use my red dot, so I ain't gonna see the line sights anyway. Cons, it puts, is that a really word? It places your front sight farther back. So they move that back. Distance of the port, what is that, 1.5 inches? Yeah, that's the only con I see. Well, no, again. Second con is just not going back to normal. You're not adding more metal, go back to normal. This is always going to be a ported slide. So there it is. And that phenomenal, again, this is clear. Same gun, that phenomenal DPT trigger. That's all it take up. Gets goosebumps every time. Every time I do it, this triggers, man. I used to carry this in the wintertime. I just stick with my 4-inch compact now. I don't go back to this. I just it's more comfortable just staying with my same gun. That's another video too. People change their guns in and out. Don't do it unless it's the same gun. It's another video. I might do that one today. Again, that's only, look at that barrel though. They do a good job. Floyd Customs, a little pricey. I mean, it's normal price than where everybody else is doing. The $300 range. If you get the color and everything else, so everybody else is at. So, I mean, $300 is a little pricey for. Guess not. See that? I don't know. I paid for it, but $300 to get this cut. They're pretty quick. I think they're about 30 days. I got a couple of them back early. Depends on how much work they got in there. And no, it's one of my favorite people, man. My magwells, my base plates. They're Floyd Customs. I just like. Anyway, I'll ramble off on them. No, they don't pay me. They don't sponsor me. I just like them. They don't even know I exist. They don't know the channel exists. They know me personally exists because they got a lot of my business. Anyway, kind of laying off customizing my guns lately. Trying to, but I'm going to have to get back into them. Anyway, that's one option. I mean, that's the second option. Third option. Yeah, I'm pulling that back like this. Like this heavy. You already know this is. You already know this is the truth. Giggles. Alright. Look at that barrel, man. Dan Wesson, man. Dan Wesson. I have to get that compact. It was either a compact Dan Wesson or the CZ Shadow compact. And I bought the Shadow compact. I'm good with that. But now I want the Dan Wesson compact. Or Staccato. I don't like the XD. I don't know why. Glock mag, I guess. I put steel Glock bag in there, I guess, because my Glocks have steel mags in them now. Anyway, third option is the ports. Cut all ports. Now, cons, same cons. Gun is not going back. Pros, change your barrel out. And that little cutout, little coffin cubby decoration. You wouldn't even know this was a ported gun. Change the barrel out. And there it is. Now, don't know if it's me, because I have yet to see. I mean, I talked to a couple guys. Jay, he's got a channel. I have problems if I don't go. I have. How can I say this? I'm not going to mention names. I've used at least 5 different companies to do the barrel ports, not the chunks or the comps and all that. These cuts right here, I use 5 different people. One guy I used to use, they're quick. I mean, they do the job, and I think it's just me. Anyway, only one that seems to work for me is Slideworks Engineering. And I believe what it is because they use tiny holes. Now listen to what I'm saying. Working is a different thing. I mean, let me explain what working means. Slideworks Engineering uses tiny holes. And I wish I was. I can't get it out now. I will show you what I'm talking about. Other guns. And the problem I had when I say working, now the ports worked in every gun I had. I never took a gun and said, "Hey, this is not really working." Never. I know my chunk cut on my 6-hour X10 didn't work. It felt like a fucking 10 millimeter. My Glock 20, no ports at all, shoots sulfur with bare bore in it. Then that shoots regular 10 millimeter ammo. I don't know what it is about the gun. I guess it's too light. The barrel's not heavy. I mean, Glocks are light. I don't know what it is. But my 20 millimeter, my Glock 20s, and my Glock 40, I see the Glock 40 because it's a heavier gun, but my Glock 20s, I got a couple of them, they shoot straight back. There's no pop up. They shoot almost like a rifle. That X10, it shoots. I mean, it's easy. I mean, it don't hurt your hand. I'm no bitch, but it just don't feel like this compensated. It's got a chunk port in it. I bought a chunk port, the X10 cop. And I mean, I know I don't like SIGs that much. Well, I do like the 226s. But because I was gonna buy all 320s. When they first came out of SIGs, man, I was on. I said, man, something different, man. Because I was a Glock guy. I said, let me get something different. Nobody's on this. And that's another story. Rambling. And I can tell you where I got that from. The problem I had, let me get to the problem I had. The problem I had is debris in the face. Granted, I use, Cabela's herders. I use, what's the other ammo? I use cheap ammo. I mean, whatever's cheap, I'm going to get around $10, $11 a box. I buy it. I never really tried to shoot them like expensive stuff like self-defense ammo. So I'm assuming self-defense would be a little better because, the brass on cheap ammo is cheap. So I get the debris in the face. I get it out in a minute. You can feel it. It feels like, you're riding your bike without a helmet and you get that sand debris in your face. That's what it feels like. You actually feel a concussion in your face. Everyone but Slideworks Engineer. I got 4 Slideworks Engineering guns flawless. Again, I have I can't even think how many other people I used. And like the one guy, I mean, the cuts look sweet. But I get that debris. It shoots flat as hell. I still shoot it. I can make sure I got safety glasses on. But it's just kind of concerning that, I get the debris in the face. Anyway, Slideworks Engineering, No, they don't pay me. They don't know my channel exists. They know me as the guy that sends them guns or slides and barrels. Yep, that's who. Yeah. Hey, my other guy, man, you know, I don't want to use his name because it's negative. Like mechanics, I just send them the barrel. So, because the mechanics always come out with a little, already have that little channel in them. I just put a magic mark to the channel and send them my barrels, man, in and out. Sweet job. So I never want to talk bad on these guys, man. And because again, it might be in my ammo, but they're sweet. They're in and out. They get it back quick. Not as fast as Slide Works. Slide Works get this back in almost a week, man. Yeah, with the color. Slide Works engineer. And like I said, I guess because of the tiny holes, and I don't know. Still want to change that mag well for some reason. That's what I do. Anyway, I got a few other guns I want to send out. What's the guy's name, man? He doesn't. I mean, I can't think of the name. But I talked to him, and I was gonna send something out in the trigger job for my compact, my CZ Shadow 2 compact. Oh man, I wish I could think of that name. Maybe a good thing because I'm gonna say something negative. It's just the ports on that thing are huge. The craftsmanship is amazing. I mean, just the looks of them, man. It's just like, yeah. And the trigger jobs they do, amazing stuff. I'm just so afraid to buy a gun, send it to them, and I won't shoot it because of debris in the face. Maybe I gotta be, more, stop being so cheap on ammo and buy some more expensive stuff, or something that doesn't have soft brass. I don't know. I mean, I got a Cabela's card and I use Target Sports USA. And I call in the morning, this is on my door the next morning. And I always go for the cheapest box, something I can get for $213, $250. Up for $1,000. I mean, I can't beat that. Maybe I gotta get the $300 Target range stuff. I don't know. Right now, I found a guys that works, and the tiny holes work for me. So, till I find somebody else's gun that has them ports. I almost thought of the name. And yeah. So anyway, just lost in thought again. That's my thinking on ports and polishing, ports, comps, and chunk ports, and barrel ports, and yeah. Is it a must? No. Come on, you guys. We've been shooting guns without ports before the compensations came out. Before Parker Mountain Machine and Agency Arms and all of them came out with compensators. We're shooting them regular. We thought we was good. Now, is there a difference? Yes. I won't put a percentage on it, but there's definitely a difference. Yes. I mean, I want every gun I own to shoot like this. I want to be, unload 15, 18 rounds, 21 rounds, 15 yards away, have 2-inch grouping. Pop, 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 because there's no hop. You've seen my video. Any guys who watch my video, y'all seen my videos. It ain't all me. These guns just ain't moving. I take credit for it. But the guns, once I got these guns, the trigger light, key for good shooting. The guide ride where it's supposed to be, not too slow. If if you dial down too much, it slows your gun up. So you ain't gonna have fast shooting. It's gotta be a median there. Slow up too much. It's gonna be soft, but it's just gonna be slow. So you gotta be a happy median there. So I'm pretty sure there's a math out there. I shoot, so I don't do the math. I knew somebody's in there do the math. Math genius. If I get this guy right at this distance, at this grain, and it'll shoot like, I just shoot and figure it out. That's all I got. Because I'm going to just keep rambling off, and half y'all probably turned it off by now, but that's all I got. Get your Dan Wesson. Out.